Hi everyone, it's Kel. I hope you're doing well. I wanted to jump on today and share an email that I received from a subscriber about some experiences that they are having in the body and some paranormal experience as well. And before I get started, I want to say two things. One, I'm not a doctor, and two, I've connected to the web and had massive transcendence, but in no way do I understand everything that's going on in the invisible world. I understand about yay amount that I talk about, okay? Um, so having said that, let me get started on this email that I received. The person said that they were listening to binaural audio while meditating and using breathing techniques. And then they started getting electric shocks, and they started getting them all over the body and in the head. Um, then they felt later on, they were getting a lot of tension build up in the head, and then they felt a breeze all over the head and body, and the upper back started heating up. Then there was a sound, a hum sound in the ears that sounded like they had put their head in a water well or a tunnel. And then they started seeing something like steam or smoke all over the body, and then later having shivers or chills. To me, this sounds like a low-grade Kundalini. I can draw parallels to my experiences. So that's kind of what I think it was. The thing is, breathing is the key to alignment. It is the key in meditation. It is the key in our everyday lives. It is the gold to creating any kind of mind-body unity. So that's my opinion on that. If anybody else has an opinion, please post it below, because I love to read them, and it might be able to help somebody. So the other thing that was happening to them was they said they were sitting, something paranormal around this time was sitting at the edge of their bed while nobody else was in their bedroom. Now, the thing is, when you're doing meditation, you become so aware of everything else that is invisible. So your awareness was heightened. We have beings around us all the time, all the time. We are in the matrix. We are in these physical bodies to align our mind and body by listening to our bodies and making adjustments. We are working on ourselves. We are lucky enough to be here to have this opportunity. So, and I think many people, I want to say almost all, have had an experience like this. I've had, I almost want to say infinity, but I've had many experiences like this. So another experience this subscriber had was one night they woke up and there was a shadow black being lying next to them, and it climbed onto their back and placed its hands on their upper back. And at the time they assumed it was healing them because they have this upper back pain all the time. So that is the one thing that shouted out to me, was the upper back pain. And I want to talk about that. As for the being that was giving you the healing, trust yourself. Yeah, you were getting a healing for sure. So I've also had a healing by an entity, a big healing at one time in my life by an entity, and yeah, I was grateful. So there are entities that are aligned, and there are entities that are not aligned, and there are entities of infinity types all around us all the time, and there's a lot of good going on. And if I'm a firm believer of, good vibrations attract healing, but at this time right now, it's kind of really interesting on a invisible spectrum, because this is the time of The Great Mother is beginning to wake up. And it's like an ocean wave that is moving very slowly. And so all things are coming forward to heal all things. So that's why we're seeing all kind of spontaneous healings. Animals are healing and they're giving healings to people and vice versa. This is a great time of healing. And this is only the beginning. So, but I do want to talk about that back pain, because when I came out of meditation 14 years ago from my year in the Mexican desert, doing deep samadhi meditation, I had this severe back pain. And this severe back pain I've had again for 14 years. And I had to actually sleep in a hammock when I first came back to Canada. And then I had to go from a hammock into a really soft, foamy, and then from a foamy to a super soft bed, and super soft bed to a more firm bed, to the firm bed that I have now. And I still have the back pain. And I have been to healers of all kinds, and I've had naturopathic healers, and I've had allopathic healers, and I've had craniosacral healers, Chinese medicine healers, acupuncture, all sorts of things. And they were all great and they all helped in some way, but they weren't helping the pain in my back. So let me tell you what did. I recently did a cleanse, and it's called the liver gallbladder cleanse, because as it turns out, the gallbladder can, when it radiates severe pain, it lodges itself in the back. You feel it in the back. So that liver gallbladder cleanse changed my world. I started, I've had the book Liver Gallbladder Cleanse for 8-9 years, maybe more. And I read it, but I just never really wanted to do the cleanse. Well, a few weeks ago, I started the cleanse, and I was kind of feeling a little, about it. It wasn't until the following day after the cleanse that I had the massive release, and oh my heavens, it was unbelievable. And it has helped the pain in my back. As a matter of fact, for 14 years, I've been sleeping on a hot heat pad on my back, upper back, but now I don't use the heat pad, very rarely. So it was incredible, and I'm just waiting for my body to adjust, because I'm going to actually do it again in another week or two. It has been phenomenal. It's called the Liver Gallbladder Cleanse, and you can actually get the book on Kindle. You can download it for like $8, and it talks about all the maladies that the gallbladder can create. And emotionally speaking, the gallbladder is about, it releases bile. And when it doesn't release the bile, when it holds on to the bile, what happens is the bile crystallizes. And when the bile crystallizes, it forms these gallbladder stones, and it's the gallbladder stones that are creating the pain in the back. So most people, when they have this kind of pain, they have an operation that takes the stones out, or they have the gallbladder removed altogether. However, you can do a cleanse that flushes them out of your body. As a matter of fact, I believe the Sadhus and a lot of Eastern religious sects actually cleanse the body quite regularly. And this was my first, well, it wasn't my first, it was my third experience of doing a cleanse. This was a specific cleanse to the gallbladder, and it was phenomenal. So I'm suggesting you do the gallbladder cleanse for that pain in the back. The gallbladder is about holding on. Emotionally speaking, it's about holding on to the past. It's about holding yourself back from the future. It's about holding yourself back from stepping out in any way. And it's really about releasing the past. And I think Louise Hay, if you Google it, Louise Hay mantra gallbladder. I think her mantra is something like, I release the past with love and look forward to the future, knowing that all that comes to me is good and well. So you can do the mantra as you do the cleanse as well. And of course, you can do it anytime. But the cleanse also was phenomenal, phenomenal. So another organ that's really connected to the gallbladder is the liver. And so the liver, when it's in malady, it stores grief. So I just want to talk about the liver for a second, because I used to be kind of a heavy drinker when I was younger, and I really damaged the liver. And of course, my past is hideous. So storing all the grief in there has created what I thought was menopause heat. It was actually liver heat. And I went to all sorts of healers for menopause. But then when I was talking to this Chinese healer, they were talking about the yin. I had a yin deficiency. And then I found something on Amazon. This is it. It's called Longdan Zai Gan Wan. And this has really helped the liver heat along with the cleanse. And of course, if you look up the liver in Louise Hay's book, You Can Heal Yourself. I believe you can find it actually, the PDF for free online. I think her mantra for the liver is something like, I release all the grief from my past and welcome the new in, that kind of thing. So having the mantra and, trying things that come to you, having the mantra, doing the cleanse, maybe trying some of this Longdan Zai Gan Wan, all these things can help you in your life as you cleanse them out of your body, as you cleanse the malady and allow the energy to flow through the organs properly. Everything shifts in your life as well, because your point of attraction shifts, right? Your vibration shifts. So when the vibration shifts to become allowed, it allows everything in. So I'm a firm believer now in the cleansing. I was really skeptical to begin with, but now I'm fully aligned to the cleansing, and I'm hoping that you do try it. So try the liver gallbladder cleanse. It's got an orange cover. I can't remember the doctor's full name, but his first name is Moritz, and you can find it on Kindle. Like I said, it's an $8 download and well worth it. Yeah, so I hope that's it for today. I hope that I help shed some light on some of these issues that you're going through, and I do hope you try that cleanse. The thing that stood out for me most was the back pain, of course, and I hope that this video helped you, and maybe if anybody has any comments, please post below. I'd love to read them, and I hope to see you all next time. Bye for now.